What's up, everybody? My name is Chris Mohead, a.k.a. Rob Savage, a.k.a. Rob Zombie, and we're here again with another episode of 600 Seconds with HYLO Art. But before we get started, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, because we got a very special guest in the building who goes by the name of...
First Lady.
Y'all get up for Miss First Lady! First Lady, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Before we even get started, I want you to look at that camera right there and let the people know what it is that you do.
I'm First Lady. I am Vice President of Coalition DJs, Carolina. I'm a program director. I develop radio stations. I build radio stations. I develop artists. I move artists all across this country. So, yeah.
Big deal for sure. The president of
VP.
The vice president.
Coalition DJs,
Coalition
Carolina.
DJs. Well, shout out to you. Shout out to Coalition DJs for sure. Yeah, how'd you get started with that? How'd you get into that?
Actually, during my media time, which I still do media, but I was working with iHeartRadio, and one of my stories was to cover Coalition DJs Atlanta. And so I went to Atlanta to cover Coalition DJs for New Music Monday, which basically snowballed into me going every Monday. And eventually they like, you here every Monday, you don't know, we got Coalition DJs all over the place, which I did kind of know, but I was trying to become a part of Coalition DJs. So segue into meeting D-Tech, Jay Pragmatic, and the rest of, my guys.
Shout out to all those guys. Shout out to, shout out D-Tech. Where you come from?
I'm from South Carolina, but I've kind of been all over the place. I'm a military brat, so I've grown up in California, Florida, just kind of bouncing around the globe.
Same here. I'm a military brat myself.
Navy brat.
Yeah, my pops in the Army for like 30 years.
Okay.
You said media. You were in media before.
Mm-hmm.
What type of media?
I had a podcast with iHeartRadio.
Okay, for sure. What kind of what draws you to what drew you to the job that you currently have? Like being
Honestly, it wasn't a draw. It kind of snowballed its way into this. I was asked to be an artist manager, an artist that I actually was managing in his 9-to-5 job. And I knew he was an artist already, but he was like, the way that you handle things at the job, I need that type of structure with my artistry. And he asked me to become his manager. And I was already kind of doing media, and it just snowballed into that and snowballed into what I do now, because I score films as well.
Score films as well?
I do.
Any notable films you want to shout out?
I have a film that should be coming out in April. Under Ty Durden. It's called Under the Gun with Rich Donk. I'm doing the music score for that movie coming out soon.
Hell yeah, okay. So, 2 questions. Number 1, what all does the VP of Coalition DJs, what does that job entitle? Like entail? What comes along with that job?
I work with DJs from North Carolina to South Carolina. I recruit DJs. One of the known loved DJs here, DJ Surplus. That was one of my very first recruits as a Coalition DJ. I love him. That is my guy. So I recruit some of the DJs here. I move artists around from different states. I watch artist analytics, Billboard, to kind of see what's going on in the Carolinas. It's my responsibility to know, what's in the know.
For sure. And the question number 2 was film scoring. Like, how did you even, for one, get into that? Number 2, what comes along with that? What does that job entail?
So film scoring was actually my goal from the beginning. I'm a thespian. I was in theater from school. I've done a lot of stage plays just coming out of high school and stuff like that. But in California, it's pretty regular for most people to do that. But I've always wanted to work with music into filming. I come from an original hip-hop era, so I know what it was like when they were actually making money off of mixtapes and things like that. So fast forward to this digital era, they're no longer making money off of streaming. but they do make money off of sync and off of publishing. So I want to put the music into the movies, and that's what I do now.
Okay, got you. So you kind of connect between the artist and the movie.
Absolutely.
I know I was thinking like you be like, like an orchestra orchestrating the conductors and stuff like that. That's what I was thinking.
No, so I'm responsible for the sound. Sometimes it's a sneeze. Sometimes it's the background sound. Sometimes it's just footsteps.
ADR and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. Okay, now I like to ask people if you can give me a 2-song playlist, a song to wake up to in the morning, start your day with, and a song to end your night with. What 2 songs would you pick?
Lauryn Hill, Killing Me Softly. I can vibe to that at any time. Oh my gosh. To end my day, I don't even know. My list is so long for like day end something. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to have that feeling. What is your day going to end like? Now to start your day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can kind of vibe to anything.
I guess in this case, you had a long, stressful day. You need something to wind down to. You need something to, you need something to just bring you
If
out
the
of
day's
it.
stressful, I'm gonna put on some sexy red. I ain't even gonna lie, because
snap.
I want to. You know what I'm saying? I want
Get
to
it
turn
sexy.
up.
Yeah,
I really want
I
to turn
feel
up
that.
for real.
I feel that. Okay, now we about to get into, I don't know if you were here a second ago when we did the shot seat. Were you in?
No.
Okay, so we about to get into my favorite part of the interview. It's called the
Okay.
shot seat. I'm going to
Okay.
put you in the hot seat. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. You got 30 seconds to answer them.
Okay.
If you don't answer them in 30 seconds, you got to take a shot of some delicious house liquor.
Oh, what?
If you drink.
No, I don't.
You don't drink? Can we get some lime juice? We're going to give you some lemon juice then. And if you drink, if you get the questions, it ain't even a right or wrong thing. If you don't answer them fast enough, then the punishment is to drink some lime juice. Okay, you got me? All right, timekeeper, you ready?
Y'all gotta help me with these questions now.
Ain't no help. Unless they gonna help you with that shot.
Okay.
Walmart or Target?
Target.
Chips or popcorn?
Popcorn.
The fair or the circus?
Fair.
Homer Simpson or Peter Griffin?
Homer.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Kevin Hart or Dave Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle.
Love and Basketball or Queen and Slim?
Love and Basketball.
Snoop Dogg or Dr. Dre?
Dr. Dre.
Name 2 states that don't border any other states.
2 states that don't border any other state?
Yes.
What?
We taking you back to geography class. 2 states that don't border any other states. They just on an island by themselves. Somebody just said it.
Alaska and Hawaii.
Hey, great job, but
Go my team.
your time is up, so you gotta take a shot of this. You gotta take a shot.
Okay.
Hey, where your team at? Who
That look thick.
who helped her? Come on down and take this shot. You gotta take this shot for us since you want to help.
Who gonna take the shot?
No, somebody helped her, and
See.
so somebody gotta come take this shot. Come on down.
Who gonna take the shot?
Your partner in crime.
It's free alcohol.
Go ahead, come on down.
Look,
Huh?
it's free alcohol. See there, you go with the bullshit.
Hey, cheers. Pass this one right here. Pass this one.
Uh-oh.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. That's what I'm
Y'all
talking
give it up
about.
for her taking that shot. Hey, what's that, lime juice? Lemon juice? Now that we got y'all limed up, we like that. That don't look good at all. Now that we got y'all limed up, limed up, citrused up, I like to ask, what is your favorite part about your job?
Oh my God, getting to know the artists. I like to know the artists as people. You know, artist development is no longer a thing, but it is what I do. Because I'm trying to create long-term artists. I'm not trying to connect with microwave artists that are only going to be here for a year or maybe an album or 2. So I like to connect with artists that I feel like are going to be here for a journey. And maybe you'll hear them in the barbecues 10 years from now. You know what I'm talking about?
I love that, man. Like we
Yeah.
spoke on a little bit before, I like to see an artist developer talk about not necessarily trying to place an image on somebody, but try to bring the image out of the person that you
Absolutely.
already see
Absolutely.
in them. Yeah, I love that. Is there anything that you want to talk about that we didn't get to touch on tonight? Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my team, GLA. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Gas Lab is in the cornerstone right now of doing something different when it comes to this industry, and artist development is something that is very much needed. The Carolinas is an area, people like to say that the Carolinas is overlooked. We are not overlooked. Understand, a lot of these different states, they're only one city. But when you look at a lot of these mainstream artists' itinerary for their tours, you'll see the Carolinas on their tour list 2 and 3 times, because this is where they bring the artists to break them. Right here in the Carolinas, we're still the Chitlin circuit. I know, I do this. I set up these tours for some of these artists that are now on the Billboard now for the last couple of years. So, you know, the Carolinas isn't overlooked. All of y'all just got to keep working and be consistent and make sure that you look at this just like a business. So get your paperwork together, get your LLCs, trademark your name, get your artist insurance, get all of your organization rights, get everything together. So build your foundation, and from there, everything else is pretty easy. Just ads, good music, and great mix and master, and put it out to the people.
It sounds so simple, but sometimes people just don't, you know what I mean? Take it serious and don't play with it, basically. I love it. I love it. I love it. We appreciate you stopping through and giving us this knowledge, man. Y'all get up for the First Lady.
What? 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4.
Make money, money, make money, don't waste it. Everybody